Oh, what's up, man? Give me 2 seconds. Make sure I got everything turned down, everything hooked up, and all that other good stuff. It's like so cold here. It's terrible. Um, oh, what's up, man? Give me 2 seconds. And I got really bad echo. Turned down, everything hooked up. I speak that. All right, perfect. All right, so let's make sure everything works before I get started. Get y'all on and off here. I don't really have a lot that I need to discuss with y'all today. Just more or less double checking in on what we got going on. A couple of y'all bought some programs. Make sure y'all got access. Um, Answer some questions, and then get you guys on the way to being in the best shape of your life. And we kind of roll from there. We are actually live on a couple of places on our YouTube channel, of course. So shout out to y'all for tuning in. And then we are also live here on our Zoom channel. I think that our school is live as well. So we got a couple things going on. So I and the team will be watching all the different chats, things of that sort, but I will be more focused on Zoom, and the team will be elsewhere to do what it is that they need to do. So let me one stop sharing my screen. Let's you guys can share. You guys can see my can y'all see my screen? Those of you who are in Zoom, because if you guys can see it, everybody can see it. Let's see what we got here. Yes, all right, perfect. Thank you, man. All right, cool. Let me get everybody lined up over here. And we'll get it cracking one time. Two. Perfection. All right, cool. So, and the people are aligning wherever they need to be. We'll be live in a couple places, like I said. Um, I don't go necessarily live a lot these days because the team takes care of a lot of things, but I did go live with our app clients yesterday just to tell them about the 2020 to 2026 programs, things that we'll be doing. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a public webinar real fast. And I just sent it really to a small group of people, and besides the fact that we'll be live on YouTube, but people who whether you joined our Facebook group and or you've seen an ad or you've been in one of our programs and in contact with us in the last like 30, 45 days. So before I actually start this, and depending on where you're watching this, that doesn't really matter to me. I need to know which vibe I need to go off of tonight. So if you have never seen a live webinar, then type me. If you just have no clue how I do this, how I got so good, where all these flat stomachs come from. What's up to my okay, all right, cool. So, and then if you happen to have bought a program and you don't even know how to use it, and you was like, okay, you know what, I bought this program. What do I do with it now? That's you, Kendra. All right, cool, perfect. And then are any of you, okay, I see you over there on YouTube. Are any of you currently on my app? If you're on my app, you should probably just leave because you don't need to be here because I've actually taken care of you guys yesterday on the app. All right, cool. So perfect. We'll do a couple things then. So for those of you who are brand new to Tiffany, you can't log in. All right, cool. So I'll make sure I take care of you at the end as well. I'll go over the programs and things of that sort, and we'll get it cracking. So I won't keep y'all. I won't keep y'all too long. I promise you, this is real quick. I just tell you how we do it. Decide if you want to get body. Make sure you get access, and we kind of roll from there. So if y'all cool with that, let's get into it. So you guys should all see my screen. It says abs after the baby. Just so you know, this is not being recorded. So whether you have your camera on or whether you don't have your camera on or whether you unmute yourself and ask a question, nobody will ever see it again because I don't necessarily record my public webinars anymore because there's no need to. And then for you who said, yeah, I have it and just can't log into, that's cool. I'm gonna show you how to log into that program. I'm gonna show you how to get a upgraded program, the whole nine. We'll get it cracking. So for right now, I am going to do what I do best. I'm going to suspend the chat just for a little bit because what that does is it allows me to do what I need to do without you all asking questions, and then I start rambling because most likely I'm going to answer your question well before we get to question and answer because I've done this a million times. All right, so cool. All right, so you guys see my program, my screen, right? It's Abs After the Baby, which basically means that this entire network of what it is that I do for life was transformed to target women who are postpartum, right? And when we say a fitness program for mothers, it could be the fact that, yeah, you had diastasis recti, you had a C-section, but it also could mean that you have no kids, you know what I'm saying? Even though we do have some people coming to our world with no kids. But in the event that you have a kid and let's just say you have PCOS or autoimmune disorder, lupus or vertigo, or maybe you got arthritis or you're going through menopause or whatever the case may be. You know, I've worked with a lot of women over the course of time, and that's what we do with this particular public webinar. All I'm gonna do is like literally show you exactly what it is that I do, how I got here to doing what I need to do, and then you guys decide if you want to get body for those of you who have never seen it. So that's where it's at. No matter what program that we are currently promoting on the ads and stuff like that, it all goes down to a master class of abs after the baby. So just so you all know that you guys are in the right place, right? This is what I do best. There's no gimmicks. There's really no shortcuts. It's just minimum results, maximum time. So whether you clicked on here because you got an email, you got a text message, you got the app, whatever the case may be, really quick in the next few minutes, I'm going to just drop some game on you. I'm going to show you exactly what it is you need to do to get into the best shape of your life. And then at the end, you'll just decide if you want to be a part of my world, if you want that shape of your life for me to coach you and to train you to do so. And or I'll give you the best information in the world to do what you need to do on your own. This is not a sales webinar. It is more just giving you guys information. If you decide to sign up at the end, then you'll just be butt naked fine. If you don't, then go do it on your own, and I wish you the best. It's really just that simple. So just so you know, this particular thing that I've done, built this brand since 2000 and well, online since 2018, really started with one client, right? And this is India. And if you've ever seen our ads or you've seen one of our programs or you've been in one of our programs, you most likely seen her transformation before. All India was one of the first clients that I trained that had diastasis recti, and it was me as a trainer being able to experience it first, learning what it was, what really happens to a woman after she gives birth, hormones, core problems, the whole nine. So when I met India, she had just had her youngest kid. She had had four C-sections. She never had a natural birth. And she had diastasis recti, which is the separation of abs. So I got a chance and the opportunity to do a very epic transformation. So this is India's transformation. But before we actually get to it, I want to pause it right here. So if you never take a look at your stomach from the side and you haven't had a chance to say, do I have diastasis recti, which is the separation of abs most women who have kids do. Some don't, but the majority of women do. If you see this little bulge in her stomach, that little hump, that's just because her abs are separated and they're protruding, right? So that's why you don't have that full nice circumference in the stomach because it just means that our abs are separated. So in the event that you go and you take a look at yourself from the side and you see that, you might have diastasis recti. Well, that is what our program specializes in, is just healing the core and making sure that when you do get that butt naked fine physique, that everything comes down and everything be real smooth, things of that sort. So we put our clients on a diastasis recti healing routine inside of our programs to make sure that we heal them correctly and get them where they want to be. So that's India's transformation. It's exactly that. It's exactly what started all of this. If you've seen her today, you would never even believe that this woman has ever had kids. So what I did was I took all of that and I decided, you know what, I'm going to start putting it into programs. In 2018, we got an app. We started doing what we are supposed to do. We got the 90-day shred, it's Summer Body Beat Down, No Stomach November, programs that, of course, I know that you all heard of, right? But I knew that without the right structure, without the right accountability, without the right consistency, then it's just workouts, right? It's just workouts, it's just meal plans. There's actually no way to really get what you need unless you have somebody there to guide you. And that's what most people need, right? Just structure. So that's where all of this started. But if you wanted to know just for your basic information, how I became a trainer. So I became a trainer in 2012, right? It was really simple. Um, I took a weightlifting class. I was 117 pounds, couldn't get off the weight bench, couldn't get 135 pounds off the weight bench. I graduated college at 121 pounds. I was just really super skinny, probably the opposite of what most people go through. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to switch my degree, switch my focus, and I just fell in love with being a trainer. Now, that was back in 2012, right? So I have a 4-year degree in health and wellness. I have 13 certifications. The one that I use the most is rehabilitative and corrective exercises. But that's how I became a trainer, how I really fell in love with this particular passion, and how the reason why I give all of it was really one simple story. I'll make it really quick. I had a client, her name was Keisha. She came in 2012. She had heard about me making a little bit of noise in my city. And she said, "Hey, Ryan, I heard about you and I need you to save my life." That was really the most simplest way I could put that story. And what that did for me was it made me realize that what I do wasn't just more about flat stomachs and, you know, having making some girl's butt bigger or, snatching her back fat. But the fit for life comes from preventing problems before we have to treat them. So when I got to experience that time with Keisha, and her story is actually not in this particular transformation, but she was also my first client who lost over 100 pounds. She actually lost close to 200 pounds during our time together. And some presentations, I share that story more deeply, but as a quick hit, that's what made me fall in love with what I do versus just, some quick fixes to get people where they want to be. So, with those certifications, like I said, we also know that you guys are all unique. So, whether you had C-section, diastasis recti, whether you was going through menopause or premenopause, PCOS, whatever the case may be, with my program comes white glove onboarding services, right? So, I'm going to tell you about that in a little bit, but we have had the opportunity to really help women in all walks of life. Like I've trained women who are paralyzed before you. This woman that I work with who was paralyzed, she walks today, just because of the strength in her left thigh. But you would have never even realized, even known that she was paralyzed. Vertigo, lupus, sciatic nerve, whatever the case may be, because my app is my own and I can build these particular workouts myself. I build a lot of custom workouts for my clients, just not some of our pre-built programs, simply because all of you are individuals, right? You have unique challenges. Not everybody comes to me with a clean bill of health and just don't eat right and don't work out. If that's you, then I can bother you extremely quickly. But if you don't, if you have some type of unique challenge, don't let that sway you. We can help you. Me and my team is super great. So let's talk about some journeys, right? Because all of you are about to go on your own journey. But before I do that, I got a lot of journeys I'm gonna tell you about today. Well, not a lot, maybe a few. Ones that are dear to me because I've met these women, I've spent time with these women, and most importantly, my time with them have built the program that you all are on or going to be on. And we'll take Aisha for example. So Aisha, when I met her back in 2000 and I think 21, right after COVID, something like that, she was struggling with this, what she thought was a hypothyroidism, which you all know is, a slow thyroid makes you gain weight. Until she went to the doctor. She went to the doctor and she realized that she had PCOS. She never heard of it. She came to me as her trainer, was like, "Hey, Ryan, I got this thing called PCOS. We need to figure it out. Polycystic ovary syndrome is what that stands for. It's a hormonal imbalance in women. And if you want even more information on that, then you should definitely check my YouTube videos out." But the point of this is that I worked with Aisha for about a year and a half. And Aisha wanted to be as thick as she is. She wanted to keep all the curves. She wanted to not lose her shape, and she wanted to not have her stomach. So what I did was I did some research. We got on my app. I put together a very detailed, great plan for her, because as you can see, she walks around here extremely butt naked. Fine, this is just a video of her because social media be thinking that these transformations sometimes are AI. They used to say they fake, now they say they AI. It's so crazy. But that's Aisha. Just so you know, this particular transformation took a year and a half though. PCOS is a very slow process. And even though some of these transformations that I will show you will be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, this particular transformation took a while. And I only trained her for the last 4 months of that. The first year she was on my app before she came to me personally. Now, as we go through this and I close this out as far as this introduction before I get into what it is that we'll do as far as question and answer, I want to let you know that all of you are going to go on a journey, right? And the journey is all about you, but every decision that you are going to make in regards to becoming the best version of you is going to turn you into the hero of your own story. So when I tell you about my clients and I get to hear about some of the transformations and some of the journeys behind my client transformations when we get on our webinars is what I absolutely love, because it's not so much more about you, but it's going to be about the people that watches you, right? It's going to be your family, your friends, strangers, co-workers, people who are going to be inspired by your commitment to change, right? So today, regardless of how we end this particular webinar, I want you to literally become an unstoppable force in your life, right? I want you to just make a decision to say, you know what? I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I'm going to prove to myself and to others that, you know what, I can do this, because my philosophy is how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you can commit to one thing, then that consistency, that dedication, that mindset will carry on to other avenues in your life. So whether you are finishing up, some education goals or some relationship goals or some wealth goals, and health is the last, and you built all of this great consistency and this strong mindset to do anything, or if health is the first one and it spreads out to every other aspect of your life, just know that people watch you. You literally can become someone's hero just by making changes. So we're going to go on a journey together. I'm going to tell you some more journeys of my clients, and then we'll go from there. So um, regardless of what you all see on social media, like I know that it's fast, and I know that like there's a lot of gimmicks out there and there's a lot of fake things going on. But that's the reason why I don't mind coming on these webinars, and I don't mind sitting with my clients and doing live workouts, because these are real people and these are real results. This is India, this is Asia, this is Danisha. Her, she goes by Maria. I trained none of these women in person. I don't think I've ever met Asia in person. If you want to wonder why I'm looking at your left, because I have two screens that where I can see where it's at. But I've only met India. I've only trained India in person. I haven't trained Asia or Danisha in person. This middle picture is Asia. This took her. She was on my 90-day shred program, and then Danisha was on a 6-week program. So that took 9 months. 9 months. That took 90 days. That one took 6 months, and they were all on my app. These are real people. You can tag them, like literally. That's Asia Hall, Danisha Graham, India Diarman. You can tag them. These are real people, real results. Um, this is April. She actually won our last challenge that we did. And she sent us a nice little review inside of our group. She said, I just want to say, when you do it, I just want to give you all the praise, Ryan, for helping me get this far. No more waist trainers tucking in my stomach and being subconscious. I still have a bit to go, but I'm almost at the finish line now because of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's what I love. You know what? It's so crazy. I can show you guys a lot of transformation pictures, but this is the one thing that I absolutely love when it comes to my clients and they're taking pictures. It's the facial expressions from the left, right? Like you could tell on that very first left pictures, whoever was taking her pic, she was just like, "Come on with it. You got my stomach out. I'm just enjoying this challenge. I'm hungry. Just take the damn picture." You know what I'm saying? But on the far right picture, and then in the middle picture, she's starting to smile. She's starting to see progress. She's happy at what she sees. That's that transformation. That's that connection that I love. what my clients get with themselves and the love that they have for them, and they get to find that inner woman that they just was always smiling and loving life and not feeling depressed and hiding mirrors and bigger clothes and things of that sort. That's the part that I absolutely love about the before and after pics, because it really shows the inner transformation even more than it shows their progress going on the outside. So I'm going to skip a lot of transformations because it is what it is. The biggest thing about this program is that it's fit for life, right? And in 2026, I just got off a webinar with my clients yesterday. I'm changing a few things inside of this particular program. Hey, what's up, brother? I'm changing a few things inside of this program, but the biggest thing I'm going to change is how we onboard people. And the reason why is because inside of my world, we get a lot of activity, right? People sign up for programs every single day, but I want to literally be the like, I don't even know, like the Lexus or the Bugatti of fitness, because instead of somebody joining our program these days and buy a link and then they never hear from us, which is impossible. But we're going to start doing this concierge thing. We're going to start literally calling people and say, hey, you know what? Thank you for buying into our program. This is how you get the most out of it. We onboard you to the app. We make sure your before pics are uploaded. We make sure you get a custom plan. We make sure that you are heard, that you felt seen, that absolutely everything that you could absolutely possibly want from a training program you get. And even though we do all of that, all of a sudden, the only thing we don't do is call people. We usually put people on a new member webinar. We'll do it all like, the next 50 people on Thursday. So that's what will happen. You guys will sign up today. On Thursday, we will put all of you in a group. I'll personalize your programs and let that be that. So the biggest thing that's changing in 2026 is that instead of putting everybody in a group and we do it at one time, I want my team to call people and get real personal with them to make sure that you get what you want. So that's the heart of it. That's the big thing. The heart of this transformation is the Fit for Life app. And how we do it is really four ways, right? There's no big secret on how I get these transformations. I promise you it is. What's up, E? It is the easiest thing in the world. I get people moving. I give them a meal plan, hold them accountable, and if they choose to, they can get on my supplements, which is the best supplements in the world. Right? So real simple stuff, right? Step one, I get them moving. If you join the program, you get follow along workouts. Perfect. Step two, I want you to eat right. This is actually a video, but it just shows how the meal plan on our app works in the event that you're not on the app, right? We can get you a custom meal plan. We can build it right here on the app. Super simple. The third thing is accountability, right? I want to make sure that you guys know that you have paid into a program and we pay attention. So you have workout notifications, you get a full calendar, and then you get a nasty message from somebody in my team in the event that you don't do your workouts. We really hold you accountable. Everything happens in the palm of your hand. I can see what workouts you do. I can see how much sleep you get. I can see how many steps you take. I can see what you put in your body as far as eating. You got to track your water. You just got to do everything that you need to do to get where you want to be, but sometimes you just need to be, help be held accountable. A little whole handed, like we don't smother people unless they really want us to, but for the most part, we make sure that we hold you guys accountable because we know for a fact that you are the hero of your own journey, and we want you to be in the best shape of your life, and then inspire somebody else to be in the best shape of their life. And then with all of that, we don't have to pay for medications and treatments and things of that sort. The last thing I do is, like I told you, we put people in our flat stomach emergency kit. I do have my own supplement brand. This is not actually the entire kit. This picture isn't. This is just our cleanse, boost, and burn, which is the top three products that we sell, which is our cleanse support, which is the best detox of the world, our performance support, and our night shred. But we'll talk about those later. For the moment, right now, what I want to do is tell you all about Nashari. And the reason why I'm gonna tell you all about Nashari is because Nashari joined the program that most of you already bought and I have to go through, which is No Stomach November. Um, Actually, you know what? Let's turn the chat on real quick because I know the chat is still on um, YouTube, but let's turn the chat on for Zoom and everybody else. Hold on. So for those of you, you guys have No Stomach November, correct? Um, Tiffany, I don't know who the iPhone person is because you didn't tell me your name. It just says iPhone. Yes, DeAndre, you have yes. All right, perfect. So you all have no stomach November. All right, that's absolutely Lakeisha. Okay, what's up? All right, cool. So this is Nashari. And Nashari I met in that's cool, Chanel. Don't worry about it. I got you. Nashari I met in Jamaica maybe about 2 years ago now. I think 2 years, 3 years ago, something like that. And we was on vacation, right? I wasn't even working. And she was like, "Hey, you know, I heard about you, Ryan. I'm friend of such and such. I need you to get rid of my stomach because I got another trip next month and I don't want to bring my stomach on vacation no more." And this was literally right around No Stomach November time. And we had a consultation right there on the beach. And she showed me this stomach. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? I can get this stomach up off of you with no problem. But you will have to do exactly what it is that I need you to do from the time that we leave here. She said, okay, I can do that. But she said, Ryan, I don't want to be skinny. I'm tired of doing workout programs that don't work for me as a Black woman that leave me looking frail. And my clients say I look like a crackhead. So I stopped working out because I still got all this stomach, but I'm getting too small. You got to make me lose my stomach, keep my butt, and keep my shape. I said, okay, deal. Sign up here. So this woman literally signed up at a resort in Jamaica, never met her before. And in some amount of time, she went from this picture that you see on the left to this picture that you see on the right. I live in Ohio. She lives in Colorado. That was the last time I seen her. Um, how long do y'all think it took for me to do this? Well, I won't even say me, her. How long do you think it took her to do this on my program? Just take some guesses. Like how long? Deantra says 60 days. Tiffany says 60 days. Tamika says 6 weeks. Lakeisha says 30. Chanel obviously don't know how great I am because she said 90. 3 months. Bertha on YouTube said 2 months. And Tika said 2 months as well. All right, cool. Well, there's only one person on here who is absolutely correct, and that would have been Lakeisha. This particular transformation took me exactly 30 days. She did a Shred Max program. But before we even get to that, am I believable enough? Like, do you all trust me to where, like, we on the social media, y'all don't know me, I just see these transformations. Do y'all believe that it's 30 days or do I need to prove it? Because if somebody called my bluff, I can just go prove it. Or if you believe me, and I appreciate you believing me, uh, then we just keep on going. All right, cool. It was 30 days. All right, cool. It was 30. Matter of fact, then you know what? Since y'all believe me, it was 2 days. That's really how good I am. No, it was 30 days. And regardless if you said it, I had already prepared to prove it to you guys if it needed to. But yeah, this particular transformation took 30 days. There's an actual a screenshot in one of my other transformations that shows her message to me. She just says, "Hey, Ryan, this is a 30-day progress." And give her her flowers since she had 2 weeks to go. I put her on a program called Shred Max. It's too many women with no stomach on Facebook, period. I appreciate that. Um, so that was Nishari doing No Stomach November. This is Shauna, who is actually India's sister, who did No Stomach November as well. So what I want to do before I actually um, get into the point of this particular presentation, as far as like what we got on 2026, if you all don't mind, let's go into No Stomach November real quick. Let's talk about the No Stomach November program, how it works, and then I'll show you guys how to make the best out of it. Deal? Everybody cool with that? Let me make sure. Yeah. All right. Cool. Perfect. 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 All right. So let me turn off. I don't even know how to turn off my screen share on this one, y'all. Let's see. Screen to share, and then let me just stop sharing. All right, perfect. So for those of you who have No Stomach November, let's go into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go inside of the platform. I'm going to show it to you exactly how it is, how you get in, et cetera, et cetera. So let me get in real quick. And I'll kind of show you the difference between this program and our app program, and then how you can kind of get both if you wanted to. So let me just log in real quick, and then I'll share my screen again. So you all know, we run ads to what I like to call risk-free programs, which basically means that you all seen a transformation, you all seen an ad, you looked at the price and you said, okay, you know what? For 41, 51, $61, I'll give this guy a try. Why wouldn't I? Low risk, high reward. So basically what happens is that somebody will see that particular promo from us. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. They'll get an email. If technology don't fail us, they'll get an email and they'll get a link that looks just like this, right? But it'll be hyperlinked. They come in. Hopefully this tells me to log in. Maybe it won't because I've already done. Okay, perfect. They'll come to this page, right? You'll come to this page. It'll say create your account. Now, the one thing that happens that people get the most frustrated at me for until I go back on them is the fact that this right here, you see this right here? This says my email address. This is one of my email addresses. It says dharris1984@gmail.com, right? That is the most common typo that someone does in our world. And then they send me an email that says, hey, Ryan, I can't get into my program. Or if it was an ad, you scammed me. It says I ain't got no account, blah, blah, blah. I go look it up. And we got this CON right here when it should be COM. So that's the first thing I want you all to know. If you can't get into something, it's most likely a typo or technology failed. But the point is that I'm going to get you together. All you got to do is send us an email. We got a team email, text. I got a team of people waiting to make sure that whatever it is that you signed up for, you have access to. All right. So you'll create an account right here. Once you create an account, you'll say you're already a member. You'll log in. You'll get in from there. And then you'll log in, right? Once you log in, you're going to go right into this particular transformation page. It's going to get you together. Now, if you get lifetime access in 2025, you buy a program, it is yours forever. That is going away, and I'll tell you guys about that soon because I'm about to give you guys my whole world free. I'm not even stunting you out. I'm gonna give you my whole world free. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But you'll go inside of here. Now, I want you to know this one thing, and this is extremely important for those of you who have No Stomach November. And for those of you who said you can't log in, don't worry about it. I got you. You ain't even gonna worry about No Stomach November after this. But I am on a desktop, which means that everything that you see here is to the right. If you are on a cell phone, that is not going to. If you are on a cell phone, to this program. Now, once you get into the program, I want you to see that you literally have the full program on your phone. I really don't even need to hear myself. If you are on a cell phone, what's going to happen is that everything loads at the bottom. Okay. So if you click on one of those tabs, you have to scroll all the way down or up to see the information. That is another thing that people say they hit this tab and nothing happens, right? But you literally have to scroll because you're on a phone. You can't see everything to the right. It loads at the bottom. So if you go to section 2 to see the flat stomach formula, you hit the 2025 fat loss rules. As soon as you scroll past everything, the 2025 fat loss rules will be there. That only happens if you do things on mobile because that is the mobile version of it. Other than that, if you log into iPad, MacBook, PC, Dell, whatever the case may be, then it will load to the right for you. Everything is inside of No Stomach November. Nutrition, the workouts, gym workouts, lifestyle hacks, tracking, bonuses, and No Stomach November #2 is in here. And I'm actually still even putting more stuff in No Stomach November 2 this week, just because I absolutely love this program. It's actually one of my favorite programs to do and to promote. But that entire program is right there, right? Now, here's the thing about No Stomach November. And before I get over there, let me make sure. Nobody has any questions since I'm rocking like this. Okay, cool. So here's the thing about No Stomach November, right? This version is a self-paced version, which means the same way that I went to go log in, you go log in. It is on you to go in there, do what you're supposed to do. It is a self-paced version, kind of like a do-it-yourself version. It is great for somebody who feels like, you know what, Ryan, I got it. All I need is the blueprint. All I need is direction. Give me what you got. I can do it. What I really want everybody to do is to put these particular programs in their back pocket. I want them to come into my world, see how great this program is. It's well worth more than what you paid for it. And then trust me to say, you know what? Come join me on my app, because this program is a program that I tell people that, you know what, if you ever leave my app, if you ever leave my world, because you have lifetime access to this particular program, put it in your back pocket, because on the app is just so much better. It's just like the bomb. Um, for those of you who are on No Stomach November, regardless if you have access or not, is there any questions that you have about this program before I tell you that I don't even want you to use it? And if you type in, well, if you're in Zoom, you can type. If you're on YouTube, just type. But I mean, if you're on Zoom, you can unmute yourself if you want to. But if you on YouTube, then of course you just type it on out. But if you ain't got no questions, we can keep on rolling. All right, cool. Well, that means I'm just doing everything how I'm supposed to be doing it. All right, cool. So, can I tell y'all about my app? Can I show y'all something really super dope? Can I show y'all how the app works versus my self-paced programs? Anybody cool with that? Yeah, Chanel. Cool. Yes, Deandra. Cool. YouTube, y'all cool? Y'all good with that? Yes, Tamika, you good? All right, cool. So, inside of my app, we have maybe about 5,000 clients. And I'm just going to log in over here from my side. And I know you guys can see my screen, so you get to see it live. So this is the app, right? Maybe if I can get in. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I may be confused because mine doesn't look like that. I'm not sure what I have. I can't get in, so I figure I just need another program. Or you know what? Let's pause for a hot second because I'm gonna show you how things work, and we're gonna use Lakeisha for an example to do that. Lakeisha, give me your email, please. I'm going to do another tab, bring it over here to a screen you guys can't see, just so I can pull up her personal information, see what she got, and we'll go from there. And I'll show you exactly how it works when we need to fix something, and then we'll talk about the app. All right, here's Lakeisha. I was just talking to her actually. Doo, 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 doo. All right, Lakeisha. Doo, 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 doo. Email. Okay. Don't worry, I got you. Uh, DeAndre. I will get everybody. I'm just gonna do this one live. All right, here we are at your. Okay, Miss Odin, you have no purchases under this email. Doesn't mean that you didn't purchase anything, but it just means that I have to go and search your name. And Lakeisha has more than one email. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. This is what I do best. It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, so the point of it is that like sometimes old email addresses, I can see that you actually have a you've been stubborn. A different email address than this one actually. Um, I don't know. I actually, you know what? I really can't even find it. But I have to go dig deeper. So we'll keep on going, and then before we get out of here, I'll figure your what's the names out. Because literally under your email, I can see that you've been around for a while, but there's no purchases under this email. So we'll kind of figure it out, go from there. But that's the reason why you can't see anything, because if you go hit a link and you try to go under there, then it's going to be grayed out until we figure out what particular email address was used. But don't worry about that. We'll get it cracking. And then the answer the same way. So let me show you guys how the app gets down, right? So I know you guys are over here on the app, and we'll kind of go from here. So inside of my app world, there is currently, I don't know, maybe about, let's see how many active clients it is right now. Right now we are at, 1,800 active clients, which means that 1,800 clients worked out at least yesterday. I absolutely love that because that's who shows up. But I'm going to show you guys how it works by going to my account. All right. So basically, this is what happens. You come into my world, you get a program like No Stomach November. The next page says, hey, you know what? Do you want to upgrade to the app? Do you want to have all this great accountability? You say yes, and then boom, we send you an email. Once you get on the email, once you get onto the app, you go ahead and you connect your Apple Watch, you connect your Fitbit, you connect your Fitness Pal, whatever the case may be that you want to. And from there, I give you a call, or one of somebody from my team give you a call. We give you a call and we say, hey, you know what? We see you on the app. We want to make sure that we know about you. You tell us about everything that you got going on. We ask you to upload a before and after pic on the app. You upload the before pic on the app. I go in, I can see that the app that the picture is there, and then I pick the correct program that I feel like you need to be on. You tell me if it's going to be a home version or a gym version, depending on what it is that you want. I don't care. It's up to you. In the event that you wanted to, it's winter here. I don't know if you guys can see all this snow outside on my window, but let's just say you was on a gym program and you say, Ryan, there's 27 feet of snow outside. I need to go to a home program. Well, guess what? No problem. H usually stands for home here. All I got to do is go over here, put you on a home program, hit subscribe, and just like that, boom, quick and fast, you are on a home program. You can say, hey, Ryan, you know what? I just came back from the hospital. I got a slight tear in my rotator cuff. I need to be on a restricted program right now. Do you have anything low impact? I say, well, of course I do. I go here, I hit this plus sign, I go down here and I drop all the way down and I find one of my low impact programs. You guys don't know nothing about the name, so don't worry about that. But I know which one of these are low impact. I go ahead and say, okay, you know what? Let's put you on a reset and return for right now. I'll put that on there, boom, low impact workout for whatever the case may need to be. From there, my team monitors every single person who joins our app. So if you guys didn't see that ticker, I'll show you in a hot second, but we can see things in real time on our app. So I can see your exercise compliance. If I was to work out, then you will see that this would be 100% on this particular app. I can see your nutrition compliance. I can see your water tracking levels, things of that sort. I can see all of the questionnaire that you may have answered, which I didn't answer on here because it's just a dummy account. I can see your check-ins. I can see all your invoices, things of that sort. But the biggest thing here is that I can tell you how many workouts you did, when the last time you signed in, when the last message I sent, what's the last message I received, and how you are tagged, right? And that's the biggest thing about this particular program because we actually love holding our clients accountable. One, because you guys pay into it, right? So why not do what it is you're supposed to do? But it gives us the flexibility to be able to monitor our clients on a day-to-day basis to give them a program that actually works for them. Now, don't get me wrong, no Summer November will work for everybody. I know this for a fact, but sometimes you need, a little bit more push. So that's what the app is for. It's for people who like really need that hands-on, just a little push, you know what I'm saying? And then once you get done with that, you can go back to the self-pay programs if you want to. But the app is super dope. You get a lot of things on the app, live classes, one-on-one calls with me, webinars with my team, things of that sort. But um, that's the app in a nutshell. This is the real life ticker. I can see literally Miss Jasmine completed a fourth of a mile walk today. Alicia did her cardio routine. Michelle did her cardio routine. Letty completed March Madness, arms and core, whatever the case may be, right? And then we just keep a hold of everything right there. It's really, really super, super simple. So the fact that somebody can do No Stomach November here is the same program as here, The only difference is that one, it's in the palm of your hand. Two, you're held accountable to do it. And three, I can switch the program if I absolutely need to. Where is, oh, I put Harris Ryan and not Ryan Harris. So let's just say that I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. So let's just say I put you on No Stomach November on the app, right? So we'll go back over to No Stomach November. I put myself on the gym version. I'll reset it from yesterday. I'll hit subscribe. I hit replace, and then we open it up. And you say, hey, Ryan, you know what? I'm only going to go to the gym on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays because schedule is busy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this is what the calendar looks like. All we got to do is go in here and say, okay, she says she's going to go on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I'll literally just move this calendar around, right? No Wednesdays. I'll see everything that I need her to do or myself to do on the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and it's really just that simple. Like we can move these workouts around to really get you to a point to where it's made for you. You'll see it on your calendar. We'll get it cracking. Goals and habits, if we need to track that, daily nutrition goals. The training program will be right there. Everything that we're going to do, the meal plan will be there, the whole nine. Really super simple. Um, it just keeps you accountable, as I said. All right. So that's the app. That's the only difference between the self-paced program and the app. Super simple. Any questions on that? Cool. All right. Bet. All right. So, no problem. Thanks, Chanel. You're actually great. I appreciate you. All right, so let's get back to what it is. No, I covered it. I thought so, Lonnie. I thought I saw that I did a pretty good job at that. All right, so I'm gonna go back to share my screen real quick. I just got one little thing for y'all, and then I will let you guys get out of here. Like I said, this isn't a sales webinar. It's really basically to get you guys where you want to be. If you want to be on the app, I can tell you how to get on the app. I can tell you about the Fit Friday deals and things of that sort, but that's not really what this one was for. So I'm gonna share my screen one more time, and then we'll kind of roll from there. All right, so you guys can see this, right? Of course you can. All right, cool. So regardless of how you leave this webinar, there's a couple things that I always like to share. And the first one that I always like to share is this particular slide. And literally it says, what's the cost of you staying where you are, right? I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine that 6 months from now, nothing has changed. You still where you are today. You still got the same challenges. You still got the same obstacles. You're still carrying the same weight, whether it be physically or mentally. Just think about that for a hot second. Think about what that would feel like. Matter of fact, if you had the same resolution earlier this year that you got this year, think about a year that's been wasted. Think about where you could have been with just a decision to change. Maybe you thinking and you telling yourself, like, I wish I would have done something. I wish I would have taken that step when I had the chance. I wish I would have invested in myself. But if you don't, then 6 months later from now, it's the same struggles, right? And we always wonder why we're in the same place. I told you how I feel about things is how you do anything is how you do everything for me, right? And whether I'm doing a fitness webinar like this one or I'm teaching entrepreneurs how to scale their brand, I tell everybody that life changes with one decision, right? And whether you make a decision tonight or you make a decision tomorrow, the moment that you make that decision, everything will, I promise change for you. And I want it to be a moment that you look back and you do not regret it. Because 6 months from now, if you don't do nothing, then you'll look back on this moment when you was on this webinar and you'll be like, I should have done it then. There are hidden costs to doing nothing, right? There's emotional cost of doing nothing, physical and financial. I usually go into these deeper, but basically what I want to tell you is that the emotional cost of doing nothing is just that little voice in your head, right? The one that says that you're not good enough, you're not, you stuck, you don't like the way your body look, you don't like the way you feel, you don't like the way you look in clothes, you don't want your spouse touching you. You just want to be, curled up by yourself because the things that you used to do when you were comfortable in your own skin, there's not that love anymore. So that's the emotional toll that happens when we're not doing things and making decisions for our body anyway. The physical costs, of course, we already know we're getting older, right? So aches, pains, break a body because you got low, break a bone because your bone density is low, organs shutting down, all that other stuff, clogged arteries, things of that sort. And you know who absolutely love that? Doctors, right? People who push pills on us. That's the financial price of having to pay for problems, right? For treatments and radiations and a pill to lose weight and get your high blood pressure down and get your cholesterol down and things of that. So that's the financial price of not doing anything to just literally better yourself. So as petty as you see me talk now, my team will do all the great promotion, right? But me on my personal page, I love getting people's attention by reading your diary and saying the things that I know for a fact will get your attention because ain't nobody saying them to you. But that point and the reason why I do that is because I don't want you to continue to miss out on having a great healthy life if you just don't act right. I'm not even talking about investing in my program, right? I don't care if you invest in my program or not. I want you to invest just in your life, right? Just care about your lifestyle. I'll give you. I'll do this for you. I'll do this. This is one thing that I'll do for you. I'm going to share. I'm going to try to. I'm gonna share this, and I promise you, every single time I read it, I try my best not to cry through this. And I've read it a million and one times, but I'm going to read this to you all. Um, and I'm actually going to switch screens. All right. So this is Brittany. This is Brittany. I'm going to turn. Actually, I can read it from here. This is Brittany, and I met Brittany a while ago. She joined my program, and I'm see if I can get this out the way. And a little while ago, she sent me this out the blue. All right. It says in 2018, I was diagnosed with PCOS. I honestly didn't know what that meant, even when my doctor explained it. One thing I did know was my insulin was an extreme concern. Fast forward to summer 2018, I found Ryan and I did 1 month with him. Somehow I thought I was going to continue on what Ryan had taught me. Big negative. Fast forward to January 2021, I found Ryan again. This time I was on his app and once again only did it for a month. Again, I somehow thought I had it in me to continue the journey of working out on my own. I use quotation marks around working out because I had the wrong mindset. With PCOS, there is no working out for 30 days and automatically you're good for the rest of your life. Nope. What I needed was a lifestyle change internally and externally. 2018 and 2021, I wasn't ready to make that commitment because I still didn't understand what my diagnosis really needed me to do. Now, although I did lose weight both times I worked with him, my mindset relationship didn't change with food, so I went back to my old habits. Now, fast forward to November 2022. Ryan ran a Black Friday special for his app and I signed up. Something was different about what I wanted out of life. I told myself 2023 was about health and wealth. I had changed doctors and I had a better understanding of what I needed to do to manage my PCOS. My doctor finally got it in my head that medication is a small percentage of the job getting done. Managing PCOS is all about diet and exercise, and it's also a lifelong journey. With that knowledge, I knew Ryan was exactly what I needed. I typically go to the doctor every 3 months. December 2022, I went and my doctor told me, and my doctor could tell I was making lifestyle changes, but I wasn't quite where I needed to be. March 2023, I went to the doctor and we celebrated. Never in the history of my PCOS have I ever gotten my insulin under control. It has always been anywhere from 40 to 60%. From 2018 until March 2023, every doctor appointment was stupid. However, in March 2023, my insulin level was at 23.9% for my weight class. They prefer anything below 24. My insulin had continued to decrease, and since being back with Ryan, I have lost 40 pounds. For a while, I have been stuck at the same weight, but there's always more wins for me off the scale. My doctor is really proud of the work and goes out his way to let me know. Although I want to see more weight fall off, I am making major progress in other areas people can't see, especially with my mental health and confidence within myself. So since November 2022, I've either worked out 4 to 5 days a week. There have been days when I cried through my workouts. There have been days I wanted to just go home and do nothing. But my mindset about life wouldn't let me just do nothing. There were times I got sick and couldn't work out, but the moment I felt better, I made sure I worked out for the day I lost. My mindset towards exercising grew tremendously. So much so that when my Black Friday promo was over in April, I contacted Ryan to purchase another 6 months. I can go on and on about PCOS journey from managing sugar cravings to depression. However, what has been most impactful is the support I received through Ryan and his team. They go out their way to let me know I am not alone. I communicate my ups and downs, and they're right there providing support. I'm grateful for the days I pushed through because no matter the progress, completing a day of clean eating and working out means I didn't give up on myself. Salutations to the body shop. Haha, I got through it. And that is the mindset change that I want you all to have. I promise you, as much as I would love to be your trainer, if you just, period, Bertha, that's all that matters. Um, Labeled you here, hey, what's up, Denise? As long as you can capture that mindset to just change, you guys will be fine. So with that, that is really the bulk of this particular webinar tonight. If you guys want to hear about the Fit Friday sales, I can show them to you. It's no big, it doesn't take long. Other than that, I just want to make sure that you all are where you are supposed to be in regards to what program that you got in or what program that you would want to be on. Besides those that I'm going to help for their logins, any questions for me? Anything that you all want to know? Anything that I can help you get through so that you are in the best shape of your life. And then we will be live tomorrow for a workout, just so you all know. What's up, Keisha? What? Several? Well, unmute yourself. Let's just talk.
Okay. I apologize. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was wondering because yes, you do have a gym in Ohio. I am out of town. However, is it open to the public, or do we need a membership to get into your gym if we wanted to just attend one of your live gym shows?
I got you. So for classes, it is open to the public. So you would just do a drop-in fee, which is just $15 when we're there. So Monday, Wednesdays at 6, Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Okay, okay, great. And then also, I know you said you was gonna help me log in, but if that's not the program to where you have to like, because I am stubborn. I did have a program and then I stopped, and I need to get back to it. So I need the one where you checking in to see, like the people are checking in to see did she do her stuff. Okay, I'm gonna call her because she didn't. I need that one.
You need that one? Okay, I got
Yes.
you. I can
Okay.
I got you. I can talk about that one in a hot second.
All righty. I think I'm good for right now. I apologize.
No problem. It's all good. All right, cool. So let's just go ahead. I'll answer Keisha's question live and we'll make it happen. So let me show you. Let me go. I think I'm still sharing my screen. Yeah. So let me just go over to. Oh, can I tell I'm just gonna give you guys all these programs. All right. So Keisha, and anybody else who's here for listening. So right now on to get on the app, right?
Okay.
You can do one or two things. by all means, before the end of the year, you can pay $97 a month to be on my app. That is a flat rate price. It will go up in 2026. I'll tell you all, it'll go up to $147 per month in 2026. What's the Fit Friday? Friday? I got you. You can easily do that. That is not what I want you all to do because I actually have a really extremely better program for you that is on our is on our Fit Friday deal. I'm actually going to pull this over here because I just seen birthday say what's the Fit Friday deals. So this is what's going to happen. Um, for the rest of the week. Don't worry about this classic transformation program that you see right here because I'm going to give this to you guys for free. And to briefly explain what that means is that every program that I've done over the last decade will go into one platform, sort of like the No Stomach November platform, the 90-day shred, the summer body beatdown, No Stomach November 1, No Stomach November 2, 7 pounds in 7 days, get abs or die trying, shred max, curvy. Every program that I've ever created in the last 10 years is going into the vault. It's kind of like the Disney vault, never to be seen again. But if you guys sign up for a program today, I'm going to give you all of those programs for free. So you're going to literally get every single one of those programs to have in your back pocket in the event that after you leave my app in the next 3 months, you can go on there and do that. So for like Keisha, yes, Chanel, I have vegan meal plans. That's the easiest thing in the world to create. Plus, everybody gets a custom meal plan. Um, so what we're doing right now for Fit Friday, we do have that access. So for people who just don't care about the app, they don't care about the app, you can definitely go ahead and click this link and it's yours. By all means, you can do that. But what I would want you all to do is to pick either the 180-day transformation bundle or get double the time um, and do 6 months for either 297 or 497. I'll break those down to you. So right now, because if you look on here, it says this. I don't know. Let me do this because I know for a fact that you guys are on a screen and I don't think that I can zoom this in. I can't. Anyway, so I'll read this fine print for you, okay? So this says you get a full 90-day shredder, home and gym version, Fit for Life access, sweat intensity classes, macro tracking check-ins, December challenges included. So basically, this is what we're doing for um, Fit Friday all the way to them. Our programs are usually, as you see, either self-paced or they're going to be on our app. We're going to combine those and we're going to give somebody a complete access to our 90-day program that starts in January. But in order for that to happen, we're going to give everybody December challenge included. So basically, you're going to get 4 months. You can literally start today. Start in December, it'll be a free month for you, and then in January, you're going to get 90 days on on my app. From there, you want to also get 90 days of a gym program because most likely after you get done with your 90-day home program, then I want you to do the 90-day gym program. That's going to give you 180 days total of workouts with me, progress programs, et cetera, et cetera. It is 297. It's going to include the lifetime access for 147. And or if you wanted to do 6 months on my app and get everything included, then it's 497. That is really the absolute best offer that, in my opinion, is going to work for the majority of you to do that. And I say that because one, 90 Day Straight is going to be on a new platform. We already released a new app to all of our clients last week or the week before, but the 90 Day Shred is going to be brand new, right? So you all get to see the 2026 version of the 90 Day Shred. Nobody has seen it before. Me and my team have been building it currently from November until we'll probably be done with it maybe. Oh man, probably about I got 10 to 12 days left. I just hired a new chef and I just met this woman who's so dope with food and science. And we're putting some other stuff together. But you'll get the brand new 90-day shred program. You get the home in the gym version, of course. You get full access to the Fit for Life app, what I just showed you. Keisha, like you were saying about the accountability, and you guys will be the first one to get the white glove concierge service because I told you in 2026 we was changing that, right? So, like Keisha, if you signed up for that, it'll be me who call you. I'll tell you that because I haven't trained my team to do so yet. They'll get that training in a couple weeks here, but in 26 we're starting that, right? So anybody who signs up for 297 to 497, you're going to get a call from me You'll get a call. I'll basically walk you through the entire process. I'll customize your program, get you a custom meal plan, and then I'll send you a link so you have all of those particular programs for free, and you'll be absolutely amazing. And you'll just be stuck with me for either the next 6 months or the next 3 months on the app or the next 6 months. So that is the one that we are going now. Don't worry about these down here. Don't look at these. Once you get inside the app, I'll tell you about those. Don't even worry about those. You're gonna absolutely love this one. Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I ain't gonna tell you about that one. Y'all don't care about that. Um, so that's where I would start, Keisha, and anybody else who was interested. So I'll go ahead and put that link in here though. I'll see you, Lauren. I got your information, so I got you. Do, 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 do. So, Keisha, you can just hit that link if you wanted to. You'll be good to go. Um, oh, I didn't know I was over here. I'll put it in. I got y'all on you, Tizzle. I don't think I can. It might let me do this on YouTube. Usually you can't put links on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, look, it let me. All right, perfect. All right, cool. So anyway, that's the app. Like I said, it's up to you guys if you really choose to. It's like Fit Friday. Go in there, go crazy. I promise you it's gonna be the best thing you've ever done in your life. Any other questions?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm driving. So I'm trying to talk and get all the information. All right. So is this still going to be available Friday? Because
It,
I do need that program. I'm not one to follow things, and I need somebody to check up. So will it be available on Friday for the 297? That's the one I want.
yes, ma'am. It will still be available on Friday. It'll be Fit Friday, Friday to Friday.
All right. Yes, sir. That's the one I'm gonna get.
No problem. Tell
I
you,
thank you so much.
no problem. Thank you. Okay. Somebody said they want to know about the lifetime access one. Okay, really, really fast. I don't tell people about this one until you get into the app. And the reason why is because I really, 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 really want to earn your trust. But my clients know that lifetime access was all of 2025, right? So basically, what happens is this was really an app only deal. In order to buy into my programs for life, you had to pay 24.97, right? Which is really basically means that somebody was on my app for about 2 years. And long story short, take Berta, who's on here for an example, and Erica. Um, they have been around for so long. They have brought a lot of people to my program. So my thought process was that if somebody has been on my app that long, they have gotten a lot of progress. I've gotten really close to them. They have talked about me so well, and they became the journey. They became the hero of their journey. And like I said, people see them, coworkers, friends, and everybody want to know what they're doing. And they brought so many people to the program. So I had changed the parameters of the brand to say, you know what, once somebody has been on the app and they've accomplished that, they paid into it 24.97, then um they don't have to pay me no more on the app, right? They get lifetime access to the app. So the Black Friday deal inside the app for them was whatever their particular balance was. So let's just say that somebody's balance was $1,400 left, right? And which is like 14 payments. If they paid 997 this week, then that would erase their debt, and then they have lifetime app access. So that's what that one necessarily was for the app. So that's what that was. Any other questions before I let you all get out of here? And I'll let you get out of here, and then for like Lakeisha and Deantra who needs access to those other programs. If you still guys need access, go ahead. If you plan on getting the app, then we'll still deal with it, but I can deal with it. I can get you together on the app as well. Any other questions for me? Yes, it'll still be available on Friday. We'll send an email. You guys will get emails. I mean, you know. You don't see it. It should be right there. www.sweatintensity.net/Fit Friday. I tried to type it in inside of the YouTube. Here, let me do this for you. Um, let's do this. I'll put it up for you, um, so you can see it. Let's do this. I'll change the what's the name? You can literally just type it. It's super here. We'll put it up here. www dot. So you know everything is sweat sensitive. You can find that everywhere. And then it's just Fit Friday. All right, so this is the link. And you can just screenshot it if you want to, because YouTube won't let me put the link. Maybe I typed the link, but because it's YouTube and they probably think I'm spamming because I'm actually on my other YouTube channel. So I can make sure that I send you guys from this YouTube channel. So it may just be doing it that. So you can just screenshot that. Once it come up, there it go. And you'll be good. That's the exact link. But other than that, if you guys don't have any other questions, like I said, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I touch bases with those of you who have been in contact with us. We'll do kind of like a real public webinar closer near the end of the year. I mean, this one is real, but in regards to like a big onboarding event. Other than that, we will be back here live tomorrow. We'll be live on our YouTube tomorrow for Glutes and Gains over at Mr. Sweaticity. That is the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys follow over there because we have super dope live classes. Thanks for you all on YouTube for joining. We'll be live tomorrow. And then for those of you on here at Zoom, you guys are good to go. If you don't have any other questions, and then I will help those who, can I make this link clickable? It is inside the chat. You should be able to see it inside the chat. It's clickable inside of Zoom chats. Should be anyway.
Hi,
Okay.
Ryan. This is Deandra. So for those that are needing help with logging in, do we stay on with you
Yep.
afterwards?
I'm about to do it right now. I just told them good night. Mhm.
Okay.
So that's that. So all right, good night, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. For class. No problem, CJ. All right, so let me stop sharing my screen. All right. Denise, what is that in your car? Is that a tiger? What are we looking at? All right, let's go here. We'll start here. I'm actually going to switch these so I don't have to keep looking that way. All right, cool. All right, Deantra, I need your, not yet. I said, I need your email address, please. You actually have two, just so you know.
Yeah. So about that, what had happened was, okay, so when I was going through everything, I couldn't remember which one that I signed up with the first time around with you, and it was my other one, the D Woods 902. But I
Okay.
think this time around is with the To Live, Laugh, Love.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see which one I have. All right, so this one, the D was 902. Okay, that was the one from 3 years ago. And then let's look at the other one. Okay, yeah, so the To Live, Laugh, Love is the one that you used 5 days ago.
Okay.
And that was No Stomach November 1 and 2. So, could you get in?
So I can get in. I logged in, created a login or whatever. And so it just shows me flat stomach formula, gym workouts, complete gym workout. And that's the only tabs I have.
Okay. Let's go in and look at your access. So all those tabs I just showed, like none, you can't see none of those.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
The one that says start here and all of those.
All of
Nope.
those.
Nope. And I don't know. I don't think I wanted the gym workout. Did I? Was that
It comes when you buy No Stomach November
okay?
2. It just
Okay.
comes automatically.
Because I just had surgery on the 20th of last month for on my left shoulder. So I know
But
there are going to be, huh?
you didn't sign into the right one.
I didn't.
Mm-mm. But
Uh-oh.
it could be, but that's fine though, because now I'm looking and I'm like, I don't see that you're inside of that platform, but that's fine. All right, so
Okay.
this is really easy. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to actually send you an email. I'm about to send it to you right now. It is going to have a login, the correct login link for you.
Okay.
This, yeah, because actually I had to send out some earlier, so that's really easier to do. So I'm going to send you a different link so you can log out of that one and forget that link for real.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Did I send you an email earlier?
You did.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's go inside of, go back to your email for me
The one from today.
from yesterday.
Let's see. Okay.
All right. So the one that was at 3:59 that said here's your direct login access link.
Uh-huh.
Um, click that link, and what happened was you used your the D Woods one to get inside of there, but you paid for the you paid with the two live, laugh, love. So
Oh,
that's the reason
Lord.
why I couldn't see nothing.
Okay.
So use the to live, laugh, love email to on that link, and then you'll be able to see everything. And but I'll wait for you to make sure that it works.
Okay. So I need to close out of this because when I
Is this? Let me see what this is.
it's already logging me in. It won't let me log in. So when I click the link, it takes me directly to the app.
Yep.
Or
So this, yep, I got you. So are you still in?
I am.
All right, so scroll up and just go to that log out button.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Yep.
did that.
Yep. So log out and then erase that, and then it should say like it's probably gonna say that you don't have an account created. So now that you logged out, go back to that link and then it should refresh and say create an account. Because if you just try to go log in, it's gonna tell you don't have an account created.
It does
Yep.
to create it. Okay.
I got you. Kish. Oh,
Okay. So I just created that. It's the same thing. It only gives me that one tab.
and the two live, laugh, love.
Yep.
All right, cool. So stay there for a second. And then let me confirm that I can see it. Perfect. And then, all right, cool. So now I can see that you can see everything. And then, okay, I'm going to give you now permissions. I need to see your screen. So I need to see what you see. Share screen. All right, can you share your screen with me?
Mm-hmm.